Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Hyundai of Trenton to check out this brand new 2024 Hyundai Palisade Limited with all-wheel drive. The color here is Typhoon Silver with a black leather interior. Now we've already seen the calligraphy and the calligraphy night trim in the 24 Palisades. Now we're moving down to the limited trim, bringing a lot of the same features as the calligraphy at several $1,000s less in price. So is this the one to get when you want those amenities in the Palisade, those luxury amenities, I may add? Let's check it out and let's dig in. Front end on our Palisade Limited, Typhoon Silver looking good. We have a lot of gloss black on the front grille though, with that blacked out Hyundai badge, LED lighting all the way around up front, functionality in the grille top and bottom, with functional side air curtains. Looking good here on the front of this Palisade. As we come around to our wheel and tire package for this Limited, we have a 20-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel with the silver accents with the gunmetal gray insert around the black Hyundai center cap, which I think looks really pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think. Now, these 20-inch wheels are wrapped in Hankook Venus Noble 2 all-season tires, 245 on the width, a 50 series sidewall, 20s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. As we move on out, take a look at our side profile. Not much has changed. It is a big, large, boxy, luxury type SUV here from Hyundai, the sister vehicle to the Kia Telluride, but this one has the luxury vibe to it. Telluride has more of a sporty vibe to it. As we come on in closer, color match side view mirrors with LED turn signals and 360-degree view cameras. Now we're chrome around all the windows and on the door handles. Let me know what you think about that. Coming up top, roof spoiler coming off the top, gloss black shark fin antenna, and then we have a color matched roof with that panoramic moonroof. Rear end of the Palisade, the roof spoiler coming off the top. We have the wiper down below in the glass. I like to see them tuck that up underneath the roof spoiler like they've done with the Tucson. Clean it up, protect it from the elements and car washes. Chrome Hyundai badge and then chrome Palisade on the back with the H-Track badge on the right of the tailgate, meaning all-wheel drive. All LED lighting on the rear end of this Palisade. And then down below we have some brushed aluminum on the rear bumper area with the dual exhaust coming out the right side of the vehicle. All right, we're under the hood of this Palisade Limited, and what do we have for a power plant? Well, all Palisades get the same engine and transmission. We have a 3.8 liter naturally aspirated V6 engine mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. 291 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque. This Palisade can tow up to 5,000 pounds. MPG's 19 in the city, 24 on the highway, 21 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. All right, before we get into the interior of this, you're going to say, Mike, well, you say it's several $1,000s less than a calligraphy. And it's true. The calligraphy and the calligraphy night that we did earlier in the year, they were like 56, 57 grand with everything in it. Now, get the deal on this Palisade Limited, and we'll compare it, right? MSRP base for the Palisade Limited in 2024 is $49,950. Now, this one's got some options. We have to add in $215 for the carpeted floor mats, $55 for the cargo net, $150 for the cargo tray and seat back protector, $190 for the cargo cover, $30 for the first aid kit, $75 for the rear bumper application, and $70 for the wheel locks. We add in $1,395 for destination and delivery from Hyundai's Ulsan, Korea assembly plant, and we have a total MSRP from the factory of $52,130. So we're looking at $4,000 to $5,000 less for this limited trim compared to the calligraphy. So let's check out this interior and see if we're almost all the way there with this high-end interior they put in this Limited. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver's door panel, as we come on in closer, we have soft touch across the top. I'm loving this almost like faux carbon fiber trim instead of piano gloss black plastic that goes across the door. Really smart move. Brushed chrome on the door handle, 2 memory seat settings. We now have our silver trim on the switchgear. Nice soft armrest with the stitching, looking good. Down below, Nice large door pocket. We have the Harman Kardon audio system in here. But the curious thing is no power fold side mirrors, which is weird when you got all this other action going on. Hyundai, please explain that to me. As we come on into our footbox, nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator. Our carpeted floor mats are in the tailgate at this time. We do have Palisade aluminum door sill plates on all 4 doors to welcome you to the vehicle. That's a nice touch. Power seats with lumbar, and for the driver, you get your thigh support. So on a long trip, your legs start getting tired, you can put that out, give them a break while you're driving down the road. And then we have full power for the front passenger, but no thigh support. Now, black leather, white cross stitch, nice and soft, nice insert design, nice and cushy, really well appointed, stealth looking interior. Passenger door panel, same as the driver, except we don't have memory seat settings for the front passenger. Up front, soft touch, more of this, almost like, it looks like it's faux carbon fiber, but it's not. It's got a really nice silver and gray design in it, almost like an aged type look to it. Really well done instead of the piano gloss black plastic. Really smart move by Hyundai. Now we got more of the soft touch. The brushed aluminum right into the heat and air vents, looking good. And down below, a nice large glove box. Infotainment system time, we have Hyundai's 12.3-inch infotainment system with dual panel action, but this is not the next generation system like we've seen in some of the 2024s that have been redesigned by Hyundai for 24. This one has not, so we're still looking at wired CarPlay, wired Android Auto, but we do have maps and nav. You don't have to pay extra for them like you do with Toyota. And it's a nice swipe capability, no problem. We have our push button start right here, more heat and air, 4-way hazards, and then you got your controls for the infotainment system. So we can go in to our settings right over here. And then from here, you can go to your vehicle settings, and then you can go to your lights. You go to your ambient lighting. And of course, this should have ambient lighting in it, and it does. And then you can choose which ambient lighting color you may want to have in here. I think with the gray, with the black, let's just put it on moon white. That looks good. And then if you don't like any of the color themes, you can go ahead and hit that. Select your own color by tracing your finger around the wheel. So I do like the ambient lighting in here. It's a nice touch, but you can set up everything you want to set up with your driver vehicle settings. Obviously, you can have Hyundai Blue Link in here where you can hook up the vehicle to your phone, driver profiles, all that jazz. You got your general settings where you can select your date and time, language, clock, all that stuff in here like that. And we can go back to our home button right here. That takes you to this soft, mellowed out screen, but you can swipe across. And that's another way you can get to your vehicle settings as well. And there's all the other action in here. But it's a really nice, easy system. As you can see, they have quiet mode, which means if you have small children and they're in the back and they're sleeping, you can hit quiet mode, and that'll only put your music out the front speakers, so it keeps it quiet in the back. Passenger talk, unruly kids in the back, you can push that button, and then you can talk into the speakers here in the front of the vehicle, and that will magnify your voice in the back so everyone can hear you. So some nice convenient features here in this system. Then we can go back to map, and we're back to our dual panel action. So it's really, really well done. Down further, we have dual climate control, as expected, though that looks good. Here is the push buttons to go through this 8-speed automatic, auto vehicle hold on or off. Here are our 5 drive modes with center diff lock. And we'll go through those drive modes when we take a look at our dash. Hill descent control, engine auto stop start on off. Then over there you have your parking sensors on off, cameras. And then down below here are your 3-stage heated seats, 3-stage ventilated seats for the driver and the front passenger, and your heated steering wheel. We go to reverse, backup camera, nice and clear with 360-degree view, and it takes up the whole screen, which I like. You can adjust your cameras from this side, and you can also spin your vehicle around, kind of like a cool little thing you can do. But it is very easy to use, and I love the fact it takes up the whole screen, and they're using a really nice and clear camera in this vehicle. Now, as we come down further, more of this trim rather than the black plastic. I like that. And you can shut that and make it all nice and clean, or you can open it up where you can get your USB connectivity with your wireless charging pad and 2 cup holders and your Hyundai key fob right here for this Palisade. There you go. Lock, unlock, pop the tailgate, panic button, remote start, Hyundai badge on the back. Nice weight. Nice soft center armrest. We open that up and we have an area for storage, and then we have a 12 volt down there and this USB-C right there. So they got you covered with a USB-A up front and a C. Hyundai steering wheel, we have a leather wrap wheel, nice 10 and 2 notches with the stitching, looking good. Hyundai badge on the horn button, some brushed aluminum trim to lift the wheel up, round bottom wheel. But I have plenty of room to get in and out of this Palisade, no problem. Now we're flat black and then silver trim on the actual button. So over here, you have your telephone voice commands, favorites, and modes for your infotainment system, as well as your memory volume. And then over here on the right, you do have your safety suite controls for the digital portion of your dash, more volume. Then we have our paddles to go up and down this 8-speed automatic manually if you would like. On the left, you have your headlamps, and on the right, you have your front and rear wiper. And then down below over here, we have bright and dim the dash, tow mode, traction control off, pop the tailgate, electric parking brake, and then we have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. Now, we also have a 12.3-inch digital dash, And now we're taking a look at our drive modes. If I take the dial, go to the left, we go to Sport. If I go to the left again, we go to Smart. Now I have to go back the other way. I wish I could just go all the way around the circle. Now we can go to Eco, and then we can go to Snow. So they got you covered on these drive modes for sure. We're going to leave it in comfort for today's drive. So that's where you have that action. And then you have more information in the center that you may want to see when you're going down the road. So you can configure that, which is nice. And then since we have a digital dash and the 360-degree view cameras in here, we can then get our blind spot cameras to come on when we're signaling to make sure nobody's in the way when we turn, which is a nice safety feature that more brands should adopt. Overhead console, LED lighting. If you want that to come on and off and you open and close the door, this button right here is pushed in and the orange light stays on. So when you open the door, your lighting comes on. Close the door, the lighting will dim out. There you go. SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. Hyundai Blue Link, again, to hook up the vehicle with your phone. Now on the front, this is a twin panel roof. So on the front, you have a manual shade that you can open up. And then you just go ahead and hit the glass. Wind buffer comes up. Glass goes back. And then you can hit it and close it up. Just like that. And then you can put that shade back. Now this is a really nice headliner. It's not Alcantara. It's cloth, but it's nice and soft, nice and poofy, I would say, in here. Very, very nicely done. And then we have another roof over the back passengers right there, and that is only going to have the shade open. The glass will not open on that one. And then it'll open and it will close all by itself to give the passengers in the back some more light, even over the third row. And the button for that is this one right here. Now on our sun visor with vanity and a light, an LED light, which is nice. And does it slide? Yes, it does. So that's good touch. And now our rear view mirror is a standard rear view mirror with home link right here. We don't have the digital rear view mirror like we see in the calligraphy here in this Limited. Getting in the mid rows, captain's chairs. And before I do, rear door panels, bingo, security shades, nice touch. Now to get in, easy peasy, 1, 2, 3, and I'm in. No problem at all. I'm going to move this back a little bit, give myself a little bit more room. Now I have it set where I want. I have the driver's seat set where I want for myself, and now I have plenty of headroom, shoulder width room, and knee space. Leather, plastic. I'd like to see this all leather on down, but we do have a seat pocket behind the driver, front passenger, USB-Cs in the back of each front seat as well. So that's a nice touch for the rear seat connectivity. And then down here, we got the command center going on. We got rear climate. We got 3-stage ventilated seats and 3-stage heated seats for both mid-row passengers, which is a nice touch. And then we have a 12 volt and a home power source. So we got everything here in the back for this mid-row. Door panels in the back, same action as the front, looking good. Here's our front door panel looking good. Here's the back door panel looking the same. Captain's chairs, nice leather, same as the front, nice design with the piping, nice and comfortable, but the armrest is kind of skinny. And again, like I say, take a look at the Ford Explorer Hyundai. They have a beefy one for lumberjack size arms, and I think maybe you could make this a little bit wider, but it doesn't ratchet, so that's good. But here in the mid-row, quite comfortable in the back of this Palisade. I got my heat and air right up in the ceiling and my lighting right there as well, so I'm good to rock and roll. Getting in row number 3, you come to your captain's chair. There's the button right there. You push it, and the seat folds forward and moves forward to get out of your way. Then you can just step into row number 3. So here we are. Plenty of headroom and shoulder width room. My knees are a little bit high, but not bad. And look at this action in the back. I got 2 cup holders. Okay, Mike, big deal. Now, USB-C, cool. 3-stage heated seats for the 3rd row. And recline function. Nice, nice. So Hyundai's really bringing it here with the 3rd row against the competition. I slide over. This one is about 3/4 of the way back for a huge person in the mid row, and I still got enough room for everything. So as a full-size adult, I can probably stay back here for a while, and you got the same action on the left side of the vehicle. Your own USB-C, own recline, and your own 3-stage heated 3rd row seat. Really well done here in the back by Hyundai. Top marks, top marks. Getting in the tailgate of your Palisade, you can pop from the key fob, pop from the dash, come to the back, right underneath the Hyundai badge, next to your backup camera, there's a button. Hit it, beeps a couple of times. Nice electric assist on the way up, nice electric assist on the way down using that button there. All seats up, 18 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Palisade. We come on in, lift this up, more storage with your jack, which means the spare is actually underneath the vehicle behind your tow hitch. There she blows right there. So they got you covered with the spare. On the left side of the tailgate, what do we got? We got 12-volt action, and then we have a power fold 3rd row, and we can drop the mid row from the tailgate area. And this power fold is power fold down or power fold back up. So we're going to hit them both. The headrests automatically drop down, and then boom, we got even more space. Let me know if you're going to rock with these 3rd rows up or down, and then we can drop the mid row with these buttons right here. This is not a power fold back up though. You have to go around either side of the vehicle to do that. But now with all seats down, with this big boxy shape, 86.4 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Palisade Limited, and that's a competitive number here in this midsize SUV segment. The window sticker on here, I'm going to try to give it to you, but we got a lot of glare with the cloudy day, but here we go. 24 Palisade Limited in Typhoon Silver. Standard equipment on the left. Options right here. Total vehicle MSRP. MPGs. Made in Korea. Let's take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're on the road in this 24 Palisade Limited. And right away, great visibility out the windshield, side glass, side view mirror, rear view mirror, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist. All that safety tech is in this Palisade Limited, plus the head-up display, which is really nice and large, giving me my speed limit on the road, my current speed, and of course, if I had my turn-by-turn navigation on through the system, it would show up on my head-up display, which is a nice touch as well. But this is a very large people hauler. No doubt about it, front-wheel drive when it's not all-wheel drive. So let's check out our brakes. Hands off, nice and straight, no problem. Now we got the naturally aspirated V6, which gets the vehicle up to speed nice and comfortably, I would say. It's not lightning fast, but you get that nice linear torque delivery out of the V6, and it just is a very easy, effortless acceleration in this Palisade Limited. Now, 19.35 turning radius, so this is pretty good for a midsize SUV, and it just whips right around, no problem. And around we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. And down the road, and just very easy to drive. It's very, very relaxing to drive, I would say, and it's just an easy vehicle to drive. And again, this is the sister vehicle, the Kia Telluride. The Palisade is the luxury vibe. The Telluride is the sporty, more rugged vibe. And I have to tell you, Hyundai did a really nice job with this luxury vibe. They have well-appointed leather seats in here with the white piping. They are not using expensive materials in here, but they feel good. The seats are nice and comfortable, definitely more comfortable than I remember them to be in the 23 Palisade. A little bit more poofy, I would say, which I like. And I love the use of this slate gray and darker gray trim instead of the piano gloss black plastic on the doors and on the center console area in here. Really looks good, even though it's not expensive, and it just really gives it a little bit more luxury feel in here. They got all the amenities: 12.3-inch dual digital screens, heated ventilated seats up front, heated steering wheel, wireless charging, dual climate. You got thigh support on the driver's seat, power on both, heated ventilated mid-row with rear climate, heated third row with recline function, twin panel moonroof, really nice headliner. Again, just cloth, but it just feels good to the touch. So it's just a perfect example that you can make a vehicle that has this nice luxury vibe to it without breaking the bank on materials to make it look and feel nice. And that's what Hyundai is master at, is using more inexpensive materials, but doing it in a way that still makes it look and feel expensive, even though it isn't. And that's what I really like about this Palisade, and how Hyundai brings this vibe to this vehicle. And now, we don't have everything the calligraphy has, for sure. But you know what? We got like 85% of it, maybe 90% of it, and we're at $4 or $5 grand below calligraphy pricing. So let me know what you think. Is this limited? Is this the sweet spot? Is this the one you go for? Now, 52 and change is nothing to shake a stick at. That's still pretty darn expensive. But you know what? Cars are expensive nowadays. No doubt about it. And especially mid-size SUVs are expensive, because this market's red freaking hot. And so everybody's got action going on. But for what you get in here, let me know what you think. Is it worth $5 grand less? Is it worth the 52? Put that in the comments and let me know what you think. Now I don't have anybody behind me, so we'll stop and we'll take off. Feather in the gas, new engine, here we go. And it just takes off beautifully, effortlessly with this V6, and I'm really glad Hyundai left the V6 in the Palisade, as well as Kia leaving it in the Telluride. I think it was a good move. You know, these big turbo 4s you're seeing now, the average gas mileage isn't much better than what this V6 is getting. And this is an old V6. Hyundai's been making this V6 since the mid-2000s. You know, it's been around a long time. As far as the driveline goes for Hyundai, this is as bulletproof as you're going to get as far as reliability, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think. Hyundai Palisade, is this the way you're going to go? Is this the kind of action you want to be seen in? Is this the kind of vibe you want to get from your vehicle? Or are you going to go to the sister brand Kia Telluride? Or are you going to go somewhere else with that hard-earned mid-size 3-row SUV money? There's tons to choose from the Japanese Subaru Ascent, Honda Pilot, Toyota Highlander, Nissan Pathfinder, of course, from the Americans, Ford Explorer, Chevy Traverse, and I'm not even naming all of them yet, right? Because there's other ones out there that are even premium branded vehicles. This one is not a premium branded vehicle. you know, or you want to step up to the Genesis GV 80, which is the premium brand from Hyundai Kia, and grab one of those instead, let me know in the comments. But I do want to thank Hyundai of Trenton for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2024 Hyundai Palisade Limited all-wheel drive in Typhoon Silver for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.